Hi, so I'm Elizabeth Brown with PTCI, and I've got with me today Angela Rhodes with Guyman Public Schools, and she is the superintendent. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
So we, fortunately or unfortunately, had the pleasure of beginning to work together in the spring once the COVID pandemic hit the fan.
Yes.
So at that point, we realized that we really had a plan to get our students educating through the distance learning plan. So can you kind of bring me and our viewers here a little bit of that experience just on a quick level?
Sure. So yes, March became the infamous day that we did not return to school. So the state of Oklahoma and obviously Guyman Public Schools put a Band-Aid on something that we were not prepared for. And so with that, students, did not return to school, and we tried to do the best we could of educating kids after that spring break. We did get to work with PTCI trying to figure out how we're going to get internet access to our students who were one-to-one, and we were one-to-one 7th grade through 12th. So we needed to find a way that we could make sure that we could continue educating kids during the shutdown. So it's we've come kind of full circle. We are starting off the year as traditional, returning back to school as normal as possible with heightened security, safety measures. But we are still preparing for remote learning if we would have to shut down, but also virtual. For those students that are not ready to go back to school or parents are worried, we do have a virtual option. And so with the help of PTCI and getting internet access to them, that's what we're planning on doing.
Very good. So in the spring, we kind of came up with a plan, had a little special for teachers and students who didn't have access at that point, and we kind of navigated that digital divide. We realized that some of our local educators and our students didn't have a home connection. So as quickly as we could, we got installers into homes and provided those connections where we could, fiber optic internet, really fast, very capable speeds. And then also to try to bridge some of that as well, as we were furiously trying to install, we also set up public hotspots in areas. Whereas that was kind of the quick and get it done pandemic mode. Now we're taking a more calculated approach. We've kind of learned from those, and we're able to get it more calculated into the homes of the students as we can. So,
but I will tell you, coming from another community, the internet connection here is fabulous. I mean, I do believe PTCI does a great job. There's fiber to every home. So we have the capabilities. Now it's just finding out who doesn't have it, what can we do to help them, and I believe PTCI is still offering
that is correct,
that discounted price.
Thank you so much for coming in, Mrs. Rhodes. I so appreciate you taking the time out of your day. To you out there, I hope you look forward to sending your kids or watching your neighborhood kids go back to school, and wish them all the best of luck. And just remember, in these times, it's good to be kind. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, teams and fans, we invite you to practice good sportsmanship, and teams, good luck.
Good afternoon and welcome to Anchor D Stadium, Carl Wooten Field here in no man's land. Goodwell, Oklahoma Panhandle State University 2020 able to open up the soccer season. Will just be a men's contest between your Aggies from here at Oklahoma Panhandle State and the Royals from Ecclesia College. It was supposed to be a women's game as well, but with the health issues that we've gone on, that one had to be postponed. And so just the men's action coming up. The Panhandle program in its early stages. Last year, their first year, head coach Brandon Misakura guided the Aggies to a winning record in their first season, 9-6-2 overall, made the Sooner Athletic Conference postseason. This team very international. Just a quick glance, all I've got is our rosters. No information as this year is going to be very different from others, but 17 different nations, I believe, are represented on this squad. Ecclesia will have the opening kick to start this contest. The Aggies with starters from France, England, South Africa, Mexico, Colombia, and Spain. Back to the back line for the Royals. Oh, pass intercepted into the box. Shot to the far post, and it's 1-0 already. Number 7, Emmanuel Somul. He's a 5'9", 160-pound junior forward from London, England. And just like that, the Aggies already on the scoreboard, leading 1-0 with 44-47 still to play here in the first period. Ecclesia takes it all the way back to their goalie. Ball wide. It's going to be a throw-in for the Aggies. Ball out wide. That one knocked back outside. It'll be a throw-in. That one headed back out, so another throw-in. Aggies control it along the sideline. And take it back to midfield. Bruno Merle with it. Bruno, a freshman from Bordeaux, France. Now shot to the near post and just a bit wide by Chelson Carolson, number 10, from Cape Town, South Africa. He's a senior midfielder and was a big part of the Aggies' success last year. He has got a fantastic attacking style. I don't have any stats on me, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was the leading scorer last year for the Aggies. Aggies on the attack again. Ball into the box. Carolson, and that's going to be an offsides call. That one went into goal off of the goalie's hand, but offsides call already made. Ball kicked out near midfield. Does cross over. Ovid Lopez for Ecclesia. That one taken back by the Aggies. Volleyed back and forth. Now the Aggies back with it again. So Moole with it brings it across the midfield circle. Cross the field pass, trying to chase it down. Jesus Sosa saves it from going out of bounds. He'll go along the baseline, kick out in front and off of the foot and too high and out of play by Vicente Telos. Vicente, a 5'8", 148-pound senior from Spain. Ecclesia College with it now. Tapped away by the Aggies. Carrollson with it now. Kicks it across. Aggies fight and win it back. Just fantastic footwork and ball movement into the outside edge of the box. Centering kick. Opportunity for a goal. And there it is. Goal, Aggies. 2-0 now. Panhandle State with the early lead. 41-40 to play. Vicente Telos with his first goal as an Aggie. It's 2-0 Panhandle State. Ball back in play, Royals on the far side. Ball tapped away by Benjamin Hoffman. He's a junior defenseman from Pretoria, South Africa. Ball into the box. Goalie steps out, makes the stop. Eduardo De La Torre, the goalie for Ecclesia from Springdale, Arkansas. Aggies quickly gain it back as Yannis Sapim, another player from France, took control of it. Now near on the sideline, it's Merle. They'll tip it back to Bilal Mohammed, who takes the long shot. Goalie able to step out and make the play on it. Samuel tried to make a play on it as well, but goalie able to thwart that one. Ball out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Royals. Ball still in play. Everybody stopped for a moment. They thought it maybe had gone out of bounds. Ball now sent to the top side. Now Aggies on the attack again. Samuel beats the defender. Kicks it out front. That one cleared back out. Sent back out. Aggie defense there. Gain back control. Sapim sends it ahead. Carrollson tried to get it to Carrollson, but just too far out in front. Ball back over to Ecclesia. All across midfield. And looked like a handball called there on the Aggies, so it'll be a free kick for Ecclesia. That one sent into the box on the outer edge. Centering kick, and then cleared out the back line. And it will be a corner kick for the Royals. So their first opportunity to score here. Carlos Guzman will take it. There's the centering kick. 3 Aggies there to defend to head that one out. Ecclesia able to keep possession though. Shot to the far post as well, wide. So it'll be goal kick for the Aggies. The goalie for the Aggies wearing 00, 6'3", 190-pound freshman from Varades, France, Hugo Dutour. Royals back with possession of it. And a nice defensive play there by the Aggies to gain that back. Up the far sideline. Ball taken away momentarily. Aggies get it back. Ball tapped out of bounds as Samuel tried to move up the sideline. All the way back to Dutour. Up ahead on the run, it's Sosa with it. He'll center it up for Carrollson. Taps it back to Carrollson. Shot to the far post. Goal, Aggies! Nice little tap, give and go from Carrollson and back to Carrollson for the goal. 36:52 left here in the first half, and the Aggies now lead 3-0. 3 different Aggies with goals. So an impressive start here by the Aggies. Ecclesia having to move back, and the Aggie defense there take it away anyway. Samuel gets it away. Over to Sapem. Across the field to Merrill. All the way to the back line. Long kick ahead. Sosa trying to make a play on it. Takes a shot off the defender and in. Goal, Aggies! Jesus Sosa with a hard shot off the defender that curled just under the crossbar. 36:07 to play. The Aggies scored a pair there within a minute. 4-0. Tour takes that one off the chest. Aggies back with possession. Mohammed with it. Pass up ahead to Carrollson. Taps it forward for Merle along the sideline. He'll center it up. That one tapped away by the defender. But Samuel with it, still controlling it. Defender steps, even the goalie stepped out. He's still got possession. He'll kick it back out as they'll set up their offense again. Sapem to the back line. Muhammad with it again near midfield. Pass up ahead as Sosa tried to get it to Carrollson, but just too far out in front. And De La Torre there to make the stop. Hard challenge there by Muhammad. That's going to be a foul and a free kick for Ecclesia. Just under 10 minutes off the clock. Aggies dominating 4-0 and dominating time of possession as well, obviously, as a part of that. Ball tapped out of bounds by Telos as he tried to get it to Samuel. Aggies quickly win it back. Racing up the field, Daniel Mayo. Out of bounds, it will be a throw-in for the Aggies. And a shot curls in front of the goal. Goalie able to block that one. Dives on top of it there. Delos there to help him up. Sosa sends it up ahead. Now it's sent back out by the Royal defense. Nicholas Nieto got his foot on that one for the Aggies. He's from Columbia, 6'3", 186-pound junior midfielder for the Aggies. Mohammed gains back control of the ball for the Aggies. He'll send it back on the top side. Carrollson with it. Taps it up top. I believe that's DeMayo there. Centering kick. And that one tapped out the back line as he tried to get it to Sosa. It will be a corner kick for the Aggies. Low centering kick, kicked back out. Sends it back in a second time. And ball just wide of the far post as that one almost got tapped in. And instead goes out the back line. It will be a goal kick for the Royals. 31.5 minutes left here in the first half. Sub into the game for Ecclesia, 19, Diego Lopez. All but one player, Ecclesia's roster from the state of Arkansas. Got one from Heavener, Oklahoma, but other than that, it's all Arkansas kids. Ball out of bounds, throw in for the Aggies. Samuel with it. And to center one up, that one's sent back out. That one's kicked high and out of bounds. Carrollson taps it back into the middle. Ecclesia able to clear it out. Race to chase it down. That one knocked out of bounds as DeMayo tried to get to that. Royals send it back. Back line. The Aggie defense is there tight. They're not letting the Royals move freely at all. Able to take it away again. Samuel. And back to Nieto on the back line. Nieto, another returning player from last year. Big part of that winning season, inaugural season. Carrollson back outside to DeMayo. Back to the goalie, Dutour. Long kick up ahead past midfield to Merrill. Carrollson kicks it on through, trying to leave it for Sosa. Defense there to kick it out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Aggies. Attack on the baseline. And it will be a corner kick now for the Aggies. And it will be Carlson who will line it up. There's a centering kick low. And ball over to Ecclesia. Just under 28 minutes left to play here, first half. Aggies with a 4-goal onslaught early on, scored less than a minute into the game. We've got another foul here. Referee will mark off where the defense can set their wall for the free kick. About 27 yards out here. So, great scoring opportunity here. Nelson sets the ball one more time. There's a shot to the near post. And De La Torre gets the save there. He saves the Royals from falling behind 5-0. Ball stolen away quickly though. Samuel with it. Here's it back out of the box. Beats the defender. Shot off of the post and does crawl in. Not off the post, off the crossbar. Goal, Aggies. It's 5-0 with 25:52 left to play. And I believe that was Carlson. I couldn't actually tell for sure. So 5-0 Aggies. 25:52 still left to play here in the first half. Aggies taking the opportunity to sub in several more players. After such a long layoff, I'm sure these guys are happy to be playing anybody, but especially an opportunity to get everybody some playing time with a 5-0 lead early this early on, and how dominant the Aggies have been. Muhammad taps that one away momentarily. Ecclesia back with possession. That one sent out of bounds by DeMeo. Slide tackle there by Sampam, pleading his case that he got ball first, to no avail, so it'll be a free kick from about 35 yards out. I think that 40 for Ecclesia. Here's the kick. Dutour got a hand on it. Loose momentarily, able to clear it out now past midfield. And the wind catches that one and sends it out of bounds. Header by Merle. Gets it ball back to the Aggies. Ecclesia defense able to get it back though. Ball near midfield. Muhammad with the challenge. Couple of players on the ground here. Referee stops play. Looks like it will be a foul on Ecclesia. Will be a free kick for the Aggies. DeMello with it. Now up to Muhammad. Sends it through on a nice pass up to Munoz, who enters the box. Draws a second defender, kicks it over, cross. Goal, Aggies! Andres Munoz with the goal. It is now 6-0 Aggies with 22:43 left in the first half. Andres Munoz, a 6 foot, 159-pound senior forward from Barranquilla, Colombia. Just entered the game after the Aggies' last goal. Aggies back line controls it. Oh, look to tap it to Detour, but Ovid Lopez was there for Ecclesia. Caused a little bit of danger. Aggies able to clear it out, though, no problem. Muhammad, long kick ahead. Oh, perfectly placed for Gamboa. Shot. Goal, Aggies. Alan Gamboa, the 5'7" junior forward from Costa Rica, with 21:57 left in the first half, made it a 7-0 game. Carlson wins it back. That's going to be a foul. Referee pulls out the yellow card on that one. Brian Tovar. And that could be a little frustration setting in. It's just been a dominating performance by the Aggies. Kind of an odd scene. Osvaldo Lopez, number 8, literally picked up the soccer ball as he leaves the field. I guess in some sort of protest. I'm sure that's not going to do him any good here the rest of the day or in the future. Now he's coming back out on the field. I'm not sure exactly what happened. That might be the oddest thing I've ever seen in a soccer match. Carlson sends it through. Tap to the far post, just wide, as Gamboa tried to get himself a second goal within about a 15-second span. That one headed all the way back. Hugo Dutour will take care of that. Up to Muhammad. Now up to Munoz, who sends it outside. Roll back to Muhammad. Not really being challenged defensively. Sampam with it now. He'll send it across field to Gamboa. Ball taken away. Muhammad with it now, back for the Aggies. Then tapped away. He tried to get it to Carrollson. Carrollson taps it away from behind over to Sampam. Samuel back to Carrollson. Back to Samuel. Taps it across to the far post. Just barely beat the goalie. Great play. Goal Aggies. It's 8-0 with 20:17 to play in the first half. Samuel with his second goal of the contest. He scored the initial goal of the contest with 44:47 to play. Muhammad taps it ahead to Gamboa. Loses it for a second, regains it, and taken away. And that's going to be a foul. So it'll be a free kick for the Aggies. Sampam will take it from about 40 yards out. He'll send it back and across to Merle. Mayo. Back over to Sampam. Along the far sideline. Now back to the back line. Muhammad at midfield. Carrollson sends it back. Sampam leaves it for Merle. And another yellow card coming out, as they're going to give that one to Darian Perez Miranda, number 13. And now another yellow card for number 9, George Zamaron. Obviously some of this frustration is setting in where Ecclesia is. Panhandle State is just dominating in every phase of this contest. Now up the far sideline across midfield. Now on the attack, the push ahead, and an offsides call. I believe that was number 8, Aaron Augustin. 5'10", 145-pound redshirt junior midfielder from Germany, from Elstal Auerbach. Sappam with it. Now Carroll looking to chase ahead. Offsides. I think there were about 3 Aggies on that one that were offsides. They were on the attack. Obviously they smell blood in the water at this point. That one's stolen away. trying to chase it down again. Augustin. Ball will stay with Ecclesia. That one tapped back to the goalie by number 19, Taze Ellington, 5'11", 180-pound senior defenseman from Kingston, Jamaica. Got some substitutions coming in for the Aggies. Sappam, Muhammad, and Merle will all come out of the game. Number 28, Charlie Hardman, a 5'10", 180-pound freshman midfielder from Ascot, England, into the game. We'll try to get to the other ones as well. That one out of bounds, throw in for the Aggies. Carlson, look for the quick throw, he'll wait. Number 13, Pedro Cadillo into the game, a 5'9", 142-pound freshman defenseman from El Paso, Texas. Also got a number 27 in for the Aggies, but I'm sorry I do not have it on the roster. Like we said, this is a crazy year. On the attack, shot across, tapped in for the goal. Beautiful assist and tap in on the attack. Goal Aggies, 15:27 left to play here in the first half, and it is 9-0 Aggies dominating. That one tapped in, I believe, by Gamboa, his second goal of the game. Carlson taps it back outside, and an offsides call. So just under 15 left here in the first half. Gamboa went back with it. Over to Hardman, who sends it up ahead. Gamboa trying to chase that one down, won't be able to get there in time. Ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Royals. Aggies will send that one all the way back to their goalie. He'll send it topside back to midfield. Ball intercepted by Ecclesia up the far sideline. Defense there to fight off the attack, and it will be a throw-in for the Aggies. Good defense there, preventing any kind of centering kick. I think the Aggies really want this shutout. So the big boot from Dutour. That one tapped ahead with the header, and they'll clear that out the back line. That's going to be a goal kick. So from one end to the opposite end, goal kick, scoring opportunity for the Aggies as we reach the 13-minute mark. There's the centering kick. That one headed back out. Hardman controls it. Back outside. And they'll clear it back out past midfield. Over here to the near side to Cadillo. Carrollson. And Carrollson tried to get it back to Cadillo, but a little too strong on the tap. Ball back over to Ecclesia. Gamboa wins that one away. Sends it over to Munoz. Back to Hardman. He'll send it outside down the sideline to Cadillo. Too far out in front. Ball back over to Ecclesia. Gamboa able to win it back. He's into the open. Ball knocked loose. Into the box. Shot too high. Just over the crossbar. That was number 18, Sami Zuniga with that last shot. He's a 5'11", 160-pound freshman forward from Houston, Texas. Carrollson with it now in the box. Crossing pass. Nobody there. Gamboa tried to save that one from going out of bounds to no avail. Ball back over to the Royals. Ball at midfield again. Munoz, Carrollson over to Hardman. Hardman sends it in. And De La Torre there for the grab. Under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Ecclesia sends it back to the back line. Carrollson thought he had a bead on that one. Just missed it. He probably would have intercepted and been a one-on-one with the goalie, so. A foul call on Ecclesia, another yellow card. This time on Diego Lopez, number 19. Aggies send it back to midfield. Through the legs of Carrollson. He couldn't control that one. Cadillo sends it back to the back line. And tip it back to Detour. On the high side, header sends it across midfield. And a foul. We'll keep the ball with the Aggies. Carrollson with it now, sends it ahead. Gamboa. De La Torre there to grab it before he can reach it. Ball sent out of bounds off of the foot of Cadillo. Aggies with 3 home games here in the fall. We'll be able to bring you 2 of them. The next will be October the 3rd when Arizona Christian comes here to Anchor D Stadium for competition. That one is scheduled to start at 11 a.m., but who knows? This one was originally scheduled for the women's at 5 and the men's at 7, and then they changed them where when it was a single game, it was just going to be at 1 o'clock. So we'll plan on it being 11, but whatever time it is, we'll show it to you then. Of course, everything being fluid, COVID-19 situation. Following week, we'll be back here for more action between Panhandle State and Arizona Christian, but that will be for American football instead, as the Aggie football team will take on Arizona Christian at 2 o'clock on October the 10th, as they do have 2 home games here in the fall, the shortened season. They also have another one in November. November the 14th, they'll take on Southwest Assemblies of God. That one's scheduled for 2 o'clock as well. Ball on the near sideline, outer edge of the box. Aggies defense positioned well. Cadillo sends it back into the midfield. Now Gamboa with it. Hardman with it. Leaves it outside. DeMelo now on the near side to Cadillo. Back to DeMelo. Centering kick is blocked. Looks like it will be a corner kick for the Aggies. DeMelo slow to get up. Carrollson will take the corner kick. We tick off the seconds down to the 5-minute mark. 9-0. Aggies lead. There's the centering kick. That one almost curled in the goal. I don't believe it was even touched. But he bent that one and plus caught a little help from the wind, and it just barely went wide of the far post. That would have been a pretty amazing goal there. Instead, it will be a goal kick. That's sent back out to midfield circle. And off the head of one of the Royal forwards, ball over to Panhandle. Ball to the back line, Ellington. Ellington sends it over to DeMelo. Carrollson with it at midfield. Sends it back. All the way to Dutour. 3.5 minutes left to play in the first half. 9-0 dominant performance by the Aggies. Carrollson back to DeMelo. Munoz over to DeMelo. Now Carrollson with it at midfield. Sends it through. Hardman giving chase. Ecclesia defense there to take control. That one sent all the way back to the goalie. He stepped 30 yards out. Dumps it off to DeMello. Back to Hardman at midfield. Hardman has it tapped away. Gamboa with it now. Back outside to Cadillo. Centering kick. Out in front. Wide open for the goal. Aggies. 2:17 left to play. 10-0 Aggies. Not catch the number on the who scored that one. 2 minutes left here in the half. Tackle from behind, that's going to be a foul. And a yellow card as well. Hardman steps in front of that pass. Trying to get it to Carrollson. That pass a little behind and intercepted. Hardman has it back now. Sends it through. Carrollson giving chase. Oh, and a hard collision with the goalie. And a yellow card given to De La Torre. He tried to, just looked like he tried to take Carrollson out on that one. So it will be a penalty kick. And Carrollson looks like he's okay enough to take it. Maybe not. Taze Ellington. Senior defenseman from Kingston, Jamaica will take it. And that will stop play as Carrollson goes to the ground, and he's going to come out of the game with the injury. A couple of his teammates will help him off. 1:21 left here in the first half. And that was a pretty tough collision. Taze Ellington with the penalty kick. One-on-one face-off with De La Torre, the goalie for Ecclesia. Referees well ready for play. Here's the kick to the right post. It's good. Goal, Aggies. 11-0 with 1:21 left to play here in the first half. Ball back in play. Defended there by Gamboa. Ball out of bounds. They'll say last touch by the Aggies, so a throw in for Ecclesia. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Aggies regain possession. They'll send it back to Dutour. Cadillo. Back to Cadillo. 15 seconds. That ball taken away. Cadillo chases it down. Knocked down from behind.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
As the final ticks
3, 2,
off of the clock.
and that will bring to close our first half of action. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you the concession stand is open. It is being facilitated.
So that will do it for the first half of the contest. Aggies in complete control, 11-0 over Ecclesia College.
Show your Aggie pride. And speaking of showing Aggie pride, when you came into the game today, all of our fans put their names on a slip of paper. Some lucky winner will receive a badge for Aggie swag. The name that was drawn out, and if you are a winner, you can come up to the announcer's booth here to get your bag of Aggie goodies. The name that was drawn out is Brooklyn Yassin. Brooklyn Yassin. If Brooklyn's here, please come up to the announcer's booth up here.
No place like home. There's no place like home.
Like Dorothy, we wish we had a home button on our phone. And now we do. The home button is back, and PTCI has a special that will have you clicking your heels together. PTCI is offering a free phone, and it gets better. Order online at ptci.net, get free shipping, and a free gift from the wizard. Just say,
There's no place like home button.
Call 1-800-562-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
Save some money? Save $20 in 2020. Step 1. Sign up for PTCI Smart Hub. Step 2. Go paperless. Life is easier with PTCI Smart Hub app anytime, anywhere. On your computer, on your cell, on the go, it's never been this quick, easy, convenient, and secure. All in the palm of your hands and online. Sign up for both today and get your $20 PTCI bill credit.
Call 1-800-562-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
Aggies leading 11-0. Some of the stats from that first half. We'll just go in order of goals scored. 44-47 left to play, just seconds into the match. A steal and a goal by Emmanuel Samuel, a junior forward from London, England. He later scored with 20:17 left to make it 8-0 as well. Then with 41:40 left to play in the first half, number 20, Vicente Telos, a senior forward from Spain, made it 2-0 Aggies. And with 36:52 left to play, Chelson Carrollson made it 3-0 Aggies. He added a second goal with 25:52 that made it 5-0. With 36:07 left to play, Jesus Sosa, the freshman forward from Mexico City, made it 4-0. Then Carrollson's second goal made it 5-0. 22:43 to play. Andres Munoz, the senior forward from Colombia, scored to make it 6-0. 21:57 left to play. Alan Gamboa, junior forward from Costa Rica, made it 7-0. He scored a second goal with 15:27 that made it 9-0. With 20:17 to play, Emmanuel Samuel, that was his second goal that made it 9-0. And then with 2:17, longest drought the Aggies had between the 15:27, with 15:27 left to 2:17 left, goal by Somi Zuniga, a freshman forward from Houston, Texas. And then a penalty kick goal with 1:21 left was made by Taze Ellington, the senior defenseman from Kingston, Jamaica, made it 11-0. We're not exactly sure how this second half is going to go. What we understand, there may be a shortened clock, and it may be just, of course, in soccer you do have a running clock normally on the world level, but it may just be completely running here in the second half with the Aggies leading 11-0. We're just going to take it as it comes, as we have to with everything in 2020. You just, whatever's coming, you just take it as it comes. Oh, Aggies will have possession to start this one. Players on the field ready to go, just making sure everybody's in position and ready to go. Aggies to the back line with it. Here on the near side, Benjamin Hoffman, freshman or junior defenseman from Pretoria, South Africa. Long kick ahead. Finds his man out there. And that one tapped at the back line. It'll be a corner kick for the Aggies. Will be a corner kick for the Aggies. That was Munoz. Thought he had a scoring opportunity. Here's the centering kick. That one tapped out by the goalie. Aggies with possession. Taken away from Muhammad. Ball out of bounds, throw in for the Aggies. They'll send it to the back line. Cross over to Hoffman. Munoz back to Hoffman. Now back to the back line. That is Nieto up to Muhammad. Cross midfield. That was Sampin with it. Aggies ball ahead. Goalie steps out, able to get to it before Samuel, who's already got 2 goals. He was looking for the hat trick there. He'll step up and defend, steals it away. He's got a shot. He'll send it in. Goal, Aggies. Emmanuel Samuel with his 3rd goal of the game. 42-44 to play here. 12-0 Aggies. Ecclesia, ball tapped away. They gain it back, though. Send it back to their goalie to reset. Aggie defense has been pretty relentless. They feel like they can control everything in this game, and they really have. As they take it back there, back to Nieto there at midfield. That pass intercepted. Aggies there to tap it away and regain control. Down the sideline, it's Hoffman. Back up to Sepham. Now over to Munoz. Back outside to Hoffman. Sends it in. Samuel wide open. Shot to the far post. Just tapped wide. It will be a corner kick for the Aggies. Low centering kick. Cleared out of the zone. Kicked back in. Tried to clear it out. Hit it off his own man. Ball volleyed back and forth. Nieto with a foot on it. Ecclesia clears it out. Muhammad gets a foot on it. Then taps it away to Munoz. Out wide to Sappham. Actually, that was Samuel on that one. Now Muhammad sends it up for Samuel. He'll center it across. Beats the defender, but the goalie there to make the stop. I believe that was Sosa on that play. Aggies with it again in the corner. Tello sends it in. That one headed out. Back to the back line, Nieto. Tello sends it back to Nieto. Now to Muhammad as they work the near side. Sends it through. A little bit too strong as Hoffman was going to make a run at that one. Goal kick, they'll tap it out, try to move it up. Keep possessions taken away by Hoffman, though. Back to Nieto. Sends it back to the goalie. And this half it is number 0, Winston Sappenfield, 5'10", 210-pound freshman from Panama City, Panama. Now on the attack again. Hoffman's shot is blocked. It'll be a goal or corner kick for the Aggies. It will be Muhammad who will take the corner kick. Centering kick. little bit long. Foot on it off the defender as Telos took a shot there. And it will be another corner kick for the Aggies, this time from the far side. There's a centering kick. That one headed. And a foul call there. And a yellow card given. One of the Aggies there trying to catch that number. As that was called on Daniel DeMello. Aggies challenging all the way back into the goalie box there defensively. Ball sent back to Sappenfield. Across midfield. Over to Munoz. All taken away by Ecclesia. Aggies get it back. DeMello sends it on back to Sappenfield. Big boot by Sappenfield as he was challenged by Ecclesia forward. Aggies now on the attack. They'll send it through off the foot of Samuel. He'll try to chase it down. He's got a lot of speed. And it will be a throw-in for the Royals. Bring it up near the midfield area, now to the back line. The far sideline to the near. And a foul called there. It's going to be on Munoz. It's a little tap there, no card or anything, but ball back in play. And stolen away. Pass up ahead. Ward him off as the goalie is able to make a play for Ecclesia. It's Jose Serpas, number 0, a freshman from Fort Smith, who's in goal this half for Ecclesia. Both teams' goalies going with a slightly different shade of fluorescent green here today. Ecclesia player appears to be injured on the field. They'll stop the clock with 34:44 to play. Yeah, it looks like he's back up on his feet. Sometimes you don't know with a soccer player whether they're going to survive those or not. Sometimes guys can get seriously injured. Sometimes guys could win Academy Awards. Just part of the game. Ball back in play. Into the midfield circle, back out. Aggie defense just there at every turn against Ecclesia. Can't save that one, and ball will be turned over. Hoffman will throw in, and several subs coming in as they'll stop for the Aggies. Not a very competitive game. Obviously, the Aggies have dominated throughout, but I think these guys are just relieved to be playing an actual soccer game after such a long layoff and the uncertainty of the season. Aggies on the attack on the far sideline. Defender able to win it away. Long kick ahead there. Hardman there to defend. Ecclesia maintains possession. Ball back to the back line. The Aggie defense keeps pushing them further and further back. Down possession over to the Aggies. Ellington with the ball now on the back line. Munoz now. Hardman beats the first defender. Sends it back, can't get it to his teammate. Ecclesia with it now, up past midfield. That's going to be an offsides call. Just under 32 minutes left here in the second half. 12-0 lead for the Aggies. Pass ahead. Zuniga trying to chase it down. Shot to the far post. Tapped in beautifully. What a pass. He'll take the assist. Gamboa scores the goal for the Aggies. And with 31-37 left to play, it is now 13-0 in favor of the Aggies. Beautiful pass there. Unselfish play by Zuniga. And that is the hat trick for Gamboa. Back line, Aggies surround them with it. That ball sent high across the midfield stripe. And Zuniga takes an easy control of it. He'll send it back across. Aggie defense there. Now Ellington with it. Ellington, a pretty big guy. He's 5'11" in height, but weighs 180 pounds. Ecclesia works the ball up near midfield. And ball loose, trying to chase it down. Telos. Goalie trying to get on it, can't. Tapped in for the easy goal. 29:56 left to play. It is now 14 to nothing Aggies. And I believe that was Gamboa again. His fourth goal. Ecclesia still with possession. Now taken away, Aggies with it. Back to Ellington at the back line. He'll send it to the far side. Now back to the near. Aggies patient. Just trying to find those gaps. Munoz taps it back out. Telos with it now. He'll send it over to Ellington. Now back to the back line again. Aggies, good ball movement throughout. Back to Sappenfield. Now on the far sideline. He'll center it back up with Ellington. Sent ahead. Now on the near sideline, Zuniga with it. Leaves it for Munoz. That one taken away and kicked out of bounds and didn't quite get the throw in where he wanted on the sideline, as that one will be a corner kick for the Aggies. Just over 27 minutes left to play here. Here's the centering kick, high. And that one cleared out by the Royal defense. Aggies quickly get it back. There was kind of an example there. Miranda had it for Ecclesia, and he was literally surrounded in every direction by an Aggie, all four directions. The Aggie defense has just been there to suffocate Ecclesia's offense all day long. Aggies just dominating here today in every facet of the contest. Ellington sends it across midfield and then back. You see the flags flying on the opposite side. Is one of the traditions with the inaugural season last year that the Aggies have tried to do is we put up the flags of the the Aggie team members, since they're a very international team. Like you said, I think we've got 17 different nations on the roster this year. I'm not absolutely sure what it is, if it's that number higher or lower, but very obviously a very talented team looking to go even further than they did in their first season, finishing 9-6-2. Just a very impressive first season. As Coach Mizuraka brought in a lot of international talent. He's assisted this year by Bailey Guffin. Throw in on the near side by Ecclesia. Under 25 minutes left in this one. Aggies quickly win it back, as that was Telos with it. Now back to Ecclesia. Here on the near side. That pass intercepted. Aggies now on the attack again. That one tapped away. Telos regathers it. Now over to Munoz. Back to Telos. Munoz with it now. You can tell the Aggies as they win that one back, is that's Gamboa. They're not quite used to having at times this much room to operate, especially in the offensive end. As you can tell, you know, several lines of Aggies coming into the game that they've faced off against each other, and you hear some of those teams that are super talented, that they have some of their toughest competition is in practice, and I think you could probably say that about this Aggies team is when they go at it in practice, they've had some very tough competition with each other. And it will be a corner kick for the Aggies. I believe that is Zuniga that will take it. Low centering kick. And goes out the back line, so it will be a goal kick for the Royals. 23 minutes left to play, 14-0. Aggies dominating from the opening whistle, scoring just 13 minutes into the contest. And they've just added goal after goal since then. A substitute comes into the game for the Royals. Goal kick, they'll just tap that out, trying to maintain a little control. That one past the defender, though. Number 5 for the Aggies. Once again, we'll have that on the roster. And that one last touch by the Aggies, so will be a throw in for Ecclesia. Ellington sends it to the far side. Now to midfield. Munoz sends it back to the back line. Aggies very methodical as they move it. Gamboa comes out with that one. Now on the attack, Munoz, that shot blocked. It'll go out the end line. That's going to be another throw in, or a corner kick for the Aggies. Just under 21 minutes left to play. referee will allow everyone to get in position. There's the centering kick, high, headed towards the goal, but wide and a bit high by Zuniga out the back line as we reach the 20-minute mark. It will be a goal kick for the Royals. Big boot out to midfield. And a foul going to be called. Looks like that's going to be called on Hardman, so it'll be a free kick for the Royals. Steady wind here today, a little over 20 miles per hour. A few gusts higher than that. Long went ahead. Zuniga gets a foot on it. Ecclesia gets it back momentarily, still with control of it, and taken away. Aggie defense there. Take that one away. Ellington over number 27. That's one of those couple numbers that we don't have once again. Now into the box, shot to the near post, blocked. Now a shot. Goal! Vicente Telos with the goal with 17:48 left. It is now 15-0 Aggies as they just continue to dominate. And that is goal number 2 for Telos. He scored the second goal of the match with 41:40 to play. A foul called as an injured Ecclesia player on the ground. The ball back in play. Sent across midfield. Back line of the defense there. They're going to call a foul there on DeMello, so that's going to give a free kick to Ecclesia from a little over 40 yards out. Really not a great scoring opportunity, but really probably their best of the second half and one of their better of the games here. So low driving kick blocked. Gamboa fighting for possession. And they'll say another foul on the Aggies, so another free kick for the Royals, this time from about 30 yards out. Looks like George Zamaron will take this one. Bigger guy, so he may be taking a shot at the goal here. See if they can strike gold and get that goose egg off. Just under 16 minutes left to play. There it is, just over the goal, and it's in for the goal. So Ecclesia gets the goose egg off the scoreboard with 15:41 left to play. It is now 15-1 in favor of Panhandle State. And I'm sure for Ecclesia that's got to be a little bit of a relief. Aggie back line with the ball now. Sappenfield sends it to the top side. Now on the far sideline, centering kick, and a fingertip grab by Serpus. Saved that from going in, as that was a beautifully placed ball. But a great play by their goalie. Aggies back with possession again. Centering kick across. Zuniga, ball back outside. They'll send it to Ellington. Back line who's moved into the offensive half of the field. Now over to DeMello. They'll send it through and off of the foot of Telos as he didn't quite get enough on it. Back to possession to Ecclesia. Gamboa wins back possession. Lost it. Aggies get it back. They'll send it to the back line just to clean it up. Ellington taps it over and then back to Ellington. We'll move it ahead. Trying to force the defense to come up and open up space ahead. Hardman over to Munoz. And back to the back line. Hardman challenged, taps it over. Mello with it now. That one taken away. Almost had it back. Munoz able to help tap it away and get back control for Panhandle State. That one across. He'll have to try to chase that one down. Can't. Ball back over to Ecclesia. That one was a little too strong and went out of bounds. Sub in for the Aggies, as well as Ecclesia. Here's the throw in. Can't control it, out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Aggies. Just under 12 minutes left to play, 15-1. Aggies have dominated from the opening whistle. And through Zuniga racing out. Off the hands of the goalie, Zuniga will gather it in. Goalie able to get back in position. Zuniga sends it over to Munoz. That one blocked. Ecclesia now with it. Men's soccer, as we mentioned, their next game is also a home game. October 3rd, 1 o'clock, they'll host Arizona Christian University. And then they'll have 3 more matches in the fall, all of them on the road, as they'll travel to Central Christian College on October the 9th. Then they'll be at Wayland Baptist October the 16th, and then also on the road October 23rd at Southwest Assemblies of God. Aggies able to get back possession, back to the back line. Zuniga tried to chase that one down, but just too far ahead. The other Panhandle sports yesterday, the shooting sports team competed at Midland University. And that was their inaugural event, as well as that was a new sport just added. The new shooting sports complex here at Panhandle State has opened up. Football taking on some of the big boys tonight as they're at West Texas A&M down in Canyon, Texas, 7 o'clock tonight. Pass up ahead to Zuniga, who chases it down from Telos. Takes the defender on one-on-one, loses control, gathers it back in. Just over 8 minutes left to play here. Now Munoz with it. 27, sends it to the back line. Now over to 5, and back to Ellington. Reserve men's soccer will have a game on September 22nd here at 4 p.m. as you've got enough players that they need to have some reserve soccer players games too for the men's side. The women are hoping to play their game here against Ecclesia on September 26th. At 11 a.m. Men's golf competing on the 28th at Kansas Wesleyan. Women's volleyball will be at Tabor College September 29th. Just under 7 minutes left to play. 15-1 Aggies. They'll be 1-0 on the season. Ball on through, no offsides called. It's Telos with it. One-on-one with the goalie, beats him. He taps it across and tapped in easily by Gamboa. his 5th goal of the game with 6:18 to play. 16-1. Now the score. Ball stolen away. Aggies had it momentarily. Now Ecclesia will have it. Goalie saves it from going out the back line and giving the Aggies a goal kick. Ball still in play. We heard a whistle, but they will continue on with play. As we near the 5-minute mark in this one. Zuniga with it. Just explodes into the box. That one cleared out. It'll be a corner kick for the Aggies. Looks like Zuniga will take that. And just Aggies just in every way today dominant. Not only in their teamwork, but just you could just see the advantage, size, speed, ball skill. Centering kick, goalie able to step in front of that one on the near post. Now send it all the way to Sappenfield. Now Ellington with it in the midfield. Again, the women's game moved to next Saturday. Their contest with Ecclesia College. COVID-19 and the way colleges are trying to deal with that is going to make for an odd and very fluid athletic season. Nothing for sure, and players, when they get a chance to be out on the pitch, they're not going to want to take it for granted. Is obviously nothing's going to be for sure. 3 minutes left to play in the contest. Nieto to Munoz, back to Nieto. Now over to Hardman. Ellington to Zuniga and back. Like the Aggies are just happy to maintain possession, run out these final 2 minutes. Now up to Zuniga. Sends it ahead. Goalie there to make the grab. Munoz was up ahead, but looked like Zuniga made great effort on that one. Now with control of it again, Munoz with it out front. Taps it past the goalie as it rolls across for another goal with 1.5 minutes left to play. So Telos with his third goal, 17-1 now the score. Clock restarts. Under 1.5 minutes left in this one. Yankees will be 1-0. Ball stolen away by Telos. Hardman sends in a high shot off of the football goal post. So that'll be a goal kick. Hit it off the crossbar of the football field goal post. Under 1 minute left. Aggies with the throw in on the far sideline. I think for the most part, both teams ready to just run out these final seconds as the Aggies will send it to the back line. Ellington with it. Over here to the near sideline, number 5 with it. Try to make sure for our other home game we've got his name listed with that. Final seconds ticking off now. Big kick ahead, and that is it. The Panhandle State Aggies with a dominating performance as they defeat Ecclesia College Royals 17-1 to move to 1-0 on the season. We thank you for joining us here on PTCI's coverage of Panhandle State Athletics. Hope you'll join us again next time. This is Jason Epp, along with our cameraman, Emmanuel D. Herrera. That's it from Anchor D Stadium.
Dorothy, we wish we had a home button on our phone, and now we do. The home button is back, and PTCI has a special that will have you clicking your heels together. PTCI is offering a free phone, and it gets better. Order online at ptci.net, get free shipping, and a free gift from the wizard. Just say,
There's no place like home button.
Call 1-800-562-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.
One, sign up for PTCI Smart Hub. Step 2, go paperless. Life is easier with PTCI Smart Hub app anytime, anywhere. On your computer, on your cell, on the go, it's never been this quick, easy, convenient, and secure. All in the palm of your hands and online. Sign up for both today and get your $20 PTCI bill credit.
Call 1-800-562-2556 or click ptci.net for details today.